All right, so here are some notes on inequalities with special solutions. My learning target for these are, we can see how inequalities are different than equations. I'm talking about special solutions. When we look at equations with special solutions, we had two different options or two different answers that we could talk about. The first one is there is no solution. And then the second one, there's a couple different ways of saying it. I like to say all numbers are a solution. It's the pound sign or the number sign, right? So let's take a look at an example just to get us good with this, or just to get us, I guess, familiar with this again. So here's an equation, and it's going to have a special answer. When I distribute on the left side, I end up getting 8b minus 8 is equal to 8b minus 11. Now that we've done that, remember our most important step is get all variables to one side. So let's take away 8b's from both sides. And when I do that, I end up getting negative 8 is negative 11. This has the answer of there is no solutions. And do you guys remember why? Because both sides are not equal. Okay, both of these sides are not equal. Negative 8 is not equal to negative 11. So now that we've done that, let's take a look at this one and see how it's similar and see how it's different. So again, we've been solving inequalities the last couple days. We know that the first thing we need to do is simplify on both sides, so that I can't simplify it all over here. Those two aren't like terms. But on the right side, I can put those negative 6x's and those 4x's together to get negative 2x's plus 8. And then the other side is just negative 2x minus 5. Now, we know, because this is the most important step every single time, to get all variables to one side. So how am I going to get rid of this minus 2x? I'm going to add 2x, and I'm going to add 2x. And remember, we don't need to change the sign at all because I'm not multiplying or dividing by a negative. So I end up getting negative 5 is less than or equal to 8. Now, what do you guys think the answer is? With equations, that would be there is no solution. Unfortunately, read that one more time. Negative 5 is less than or equal to 8. Is that true? Is negative 5 less than 8? Well, obviously it is. So here's why Mr. Hood has always wanted you to do this step right here. It's because once we get to inequalities, you have to do that and see if this is true to figure out what the answer is. Because this is true, we actually put all numbers right here are a solution. And it can be a little bit more tricky. You really have to read what the sign says, and you have to see if the alligator is eating the correct thing. So let's do another example together. So I say even though both sides are not equal, the answer to this is all numbers, because the sentence is true, or the statement now is true. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at another example. Maybe we can figure it out if we do one more together here. We're going to draw a line down. We're going to say 3x minus how much? 12 is greater than 7 plus 3x. I'm going to subtract 3x's from both sides. And I'm getting negative 12 is greater than 7. Is that true? Is negative 12 greater than 7? Obviously not. Negative 12 is much less than 7. So because of that, because it's not true, there is no solution. Okay? So the big thing that we learned from these notes is this right here, how to tell when one of the variables goes away. The statement is true, or if the statement is true, it's all numbers. Okay, or all numbers are a solution. If the statement is false, like this one was right here, there is no solution. Negative 12 is greater than 7. then, like I said, there is no solution. All right, so that being said, I think I have a couple examples for you to try, one on this page and one on the next. Would you pause the video, try both of them, and then unpause it once you've had a chance to try it? All right, hopefully that was enough time. So on this one, obviously I can't do anything to the left side. It's 10n minus 4. On the right side, it is 10n plus 5. Let's get all the variables to one side. That's why Mr. Hood has been telling us to do that step all the time. Negative 4 is less than or equal to 5. Is that true? Now again, if this was an equation, we'd say no solution. But because it's this, because negative 4 is actually less than 5, it's all numbers. Okay? Let's try the one on the back. I don't know what this is yet. I can combine these two x's to get 4x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 4x plus 10. I can see what it is going to be right now. I'm going to minus 4x's on both sides. And I'm going to get 3 is bigger than or equal to 10, which is ridiculous. 3 is not bigger than 10. 3 is much less than 10. So there is no solution. Okay? All right, that's really it. I want to go over one more thing before I go over some final thoughts. How about if it says 5 is greater than or equal, or how about just 5 is just greater than 5? What do you guys think the answer would be for that one? Is that a true sentence? Is 5 greater than 5? No, it's not. So just if you see something like this, I forgot to put it in the notes, it's there is no solution. If I put that little equal sign underneath there, then it would be all numbers are a solution because that is true. But 5 is not greater than 5. 5 is equal to 5. Okay? So that's when it's all numbers. All right. Some final thoughts, and we are done. When all of the variables go away, the inequality will have a special answer. If the statement is true, that answer is all numbers are a solution. And if it is false, the answer is there is no solution. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.